What is Lenin's dictatorship of the proletariat? Have you ever wondered how a society transitions from capitalism to communism? One key concept in this journey is Lenin's idea of the dictatorship of the proletariat. This idea is rooted in Marxist theory, which argues that all governments serve as class dictatorships. In this framework, the dictatorship of the proletariat is a necessary step. It acts as a bridge between the end of capitalism and the beginning of a communist society. So, what does this mean? Essentially, it involves the working class, known as the proletariat, taking control over the capitalist class, referred to as the bourgeoisie. This power shift is not just a simple change in leadership. It represents a significant struggle between classes. The working class, now in charge, must suppress any resistance from the bourgeoisie to establish a socialist society. Lenin took Marx's ideas and added his own twist. He recognized that in Russia, the peasantry was a large part of the population. Therefore, he included them in his vision of the dictatorship of the proletariat. This two-class dictatorship combined the industrial workers with the rural peasants. Together, they formed a united front against their common enemy, the bourgeoisie. Now, let's talk about how this dictatorship was meant to function. Lenin believed that revolutionary power was essential. He argued that using force against the bourgeoisie was necessary to protect the revolution from counter-revolutionary forces. In this context, the state becomes a tool for the ruling class to suppress its enemies. However, unlike previous governments that exploited the majority, Lenin's idea aimed for the exploited majority to rule over the exploiting minority. From a socialist viewpoint, Lenin's dictatorship of the proletariat is a strategic move toward achieving socialism. It involves temporarily concentrating power in the hands of the working class to help transition to a communist society. Critics, however, have pointed out that this approach can lead to authoritarianism. In the Soviet Union, for instance, the Communist Party claimed to representing the proletariat but ended up ruling in its name. Despite these criticisms, Lenin's ideas remain central to discussions about socialism. His vision of the dictatorship of the proletariat continues to influence how people think about the role of the state in revolutionary changes. Understanding this concept is essential for grasping the complexities of socialist theory and the historical context of Lenin's work.